My name is Lieutenant Commander Larsen. I spent 13 years in Naval Special Warfare as a SEAL officer.
I'm Peter Glazman, original founder of USPack. Immigrated to United States with my wife and my daughter, 2.5 years old, in 1979.
When I saw what was happening, when I saw the refugees coming across the border, when I saw the Russian missiles hitting around the capital city of Ukraine, I just thought, if I don't go, if not me, then who?
It was tough to watch the TV to know that the country we grew up in got occupied. I traveled to Warsaw, and from there to Przemysl. That's a Polish border with Ukraine. The first couple days, seeing people fleeing Ukraine, getting off the train with little kids, with older people, picking up their belongings and leaving, everything they worked for. People were sleeping on the floors, elderly people without medical help. I volunteered there for several days and thought to myself that there's probably a way that we could help them.
In the very early days of the war, I self-deployed to Ukraine through the Guild Foundation and put together a small team of former Special Operations personnel, and we started conducting humanitarian missions in the most affected parts of the country. It's there at Tesco that this kind of accidental serendipity happened, where this is a place that Peter was helping do humanitarian work, helping receive the refugees that I had just rescued from Ukraine and had brought safely across the border. And war is this terrible thing, and there's all this examples of man's inhumanity to man, but underneath that there's these little shining moments, and one of those shining moments is that some of the same people that I brought across the border to safety, Peter then received with giant open arms to help get them back on their feet. And that's really the genesis of this partnership between the Guild Foundation and USPack. It happened at this small little border city where we developed this hand-in-glove relationship where the Guild Foundation was helping bring supplies in and people out, and then Peter and USPack, and then eventually partnered by NewSpring, helped get those people back on their feet and helped get them some goods and services that they needed. Our program consists of 3 pillars. The first pillar is that we're providing educational materials to children in Ukraine at the Ukraine House, which is a center in Poland that is supporting Ukrainian refugees. We provide Ukrainian language educational materials so that they can continue their schooling despite being displaced from their country. The second pillar of our partnership is that we're providing direct humanitarian aid to the front lines in Ukraine. So we're providing medical gear and assistance to the very front areas of the conflict in order to help save lives on the front. And then the third pillar of our partnership is a very specific targeted program. We're helping one individual from a Ukrainian Territorial Defense Force unit who lost his legs while dismantling a Russian mine. This double amputee is being flown to the United States to receive the best rehabilitation and treatment possible. And together, those 3 pillars make up the primary efforts of the Guild, Peter Glazman USPack, and NewSpring partnership.
I'm very proud of the efforts that us and KAJ organization has taken to help Ukrainian people. In the beginning, when I just had thoughts about going there, I thought as an individual, how could I help this massive problem? And after visiting and now being in partnership with the Guild Foundation, with NewSpring, I feel that this is a good start of continuing to help people. I'm
immensely proud that like-minded people have been able to come together and help. But despite all this good work, the war continues. and winter is coming, and the fighting continues, and there's more work to be done.